Good morning, good morning. I am Sara. Welcome. Um, sometimes I just I don't know what to say sometimes, even though I've been showing up in this way for a bit now, but still sometimes I get on here and I'm like, "Whoop, bzz." Which reminds me of so when I was a kid, there was this show on that all these kids would go on. It's Captain Kangaroo or something. It was like a local thing. And so there was a time our class went and they came around and the guy was like, "So what do you want to be when you grow up?" or whatever it was, and held the microphone in front of my face. Totally blanked. Couldn't say a word. Um, that was my big television debut. Okay, so there's that little tidbit of information that, Okay, so we start out our sessions, our morning sessions, with breath work. We do 30, this month anyway, we've been doing 33 breaths. This Mary Magdalene, who has been our patron goddess of the month, she doesn't mess around. And this is all about expansion. This is all about connection. This is all about going deeper. So we do 30 breaths in, 33 breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Exhaling all that no longer serves you. Inhaling Mother Earth. Inhaling Father Sun. Inhaling Source Light Energy. Inhaling change. Inhaling transformation. Inhaling going deeper. Inhaling allowance. Inhaling acceptance. Inhaling release. Inhaling all of the things. This is inhaling your initiation. We inhale big here. Okay, so we're gonna again. So also during this time, if you want to pause and go set up this special sacred space, you can. We treat this time. It's not just a hop on and drive. It's not a drive-through reading. You can set up your sacred space with candles, incense, all the things. Whatever it is for you that helps you to connect. And then for the breath work, you can close your eyes, you could lay down, you could do whatever you want to do. I forgot to put on a little bit of oil here. Oil up. And to relax, because like for me, I love doing breath work laying down. It helps me to fully like expand out. And so if you want to try that, you totally can. You can even do a heated eye pillow. Just have this time be your time of releasing yesterday, releasing the rest of the day, just coming into the now, this present moment. And I keep count, so good luck to us both. And so you don't have to worry about it. You just get into your rhythm and rhyme that you're used to, and breathing in nice and slow, and out nice and slow, in nice and slow, out nice and slow. Breathing in Mother Earth, rooting in down with her, pulling in that beautiful unconditional love energy down from Father Sun and Source Light energy, pulling down the brightest white you could ever imagine, coming straight through our channel, cleansing, clearing, aligning, activating all of our energetic bodies, our whole energetic body, all of our energetic centers, and just keeping us to where we're all nice, and it's kind of like getting a morning tune-up. And we have with this, thank you, the archangels, Metatron, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, holding our four corners for us, keeping us safe. It's like they're like, it's kind of like there are little guards of this, our sanctuary, also here magnifying, amplifying this energy, so that way not only can we okay, so our energetic fields are like cyclical. They keep going all the way around like that. And so it always comes back to our sacred heart center. And so from there, then we're with the intention of these melding these two energies together and creating this beautiful balance of both feminine and masculine, all the things that we need to create this beautiful balance in our lives. But so with our amazing amplifiers and protectors and guides, that allows us to then radiate that beautiful energy not only throughout our whole energetic field, but then pushing it out even beyond into our homes, and then also with the intention of pushing out even beyond to Gaza, coating them, cloaking them, covering them with hope and healing and strength to push through a little bit longer now, a little bit longer now, a little bit longer now, a little bit longer now. It feels like change is coming. It feels like things are going to start happening with that. I don't know quite when, but just feels like it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Like, just hang on, hang on, hang on. So we are going to send them all the energy and love and healing and hope and strength that we can to help them hang on. So we need to dive in and get busy with our breath work. If you need to wet your whistle, take a sip of water. And again, find your own rhythm. If you like to count, you could do at least 7 counts in and out. Just relax. I don't know why I keep it's like I'm reaching for all the things. All the things. Iana siano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano oiana. Iano suiano tuiano oiana. And also using this as a reminder, we're using this too as a time of just going deeper with this connection with Mary Magdalene. She has just been a game changer this month, and just sending her so much love and gratitude for all that she has done and plans to do with us. Just so grateful. So grateful. Okay, so get cozy, lay back, and enjoy the ride. So breathing in nice and slow through the nose. Last 3, so let's bring it home. Nice and big. Really release all that no longer serves you. Last one. Yanasiano. 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 You can continue, find your own rhythm, your regular rhythm of breath, and then yanasiano tuyano oyana. You can remain in your relaxed position if you like while we start the reading. Oyanasiano tuyano oyana. And we're going to start with my new deck, the Tarot of the Abyss, which I'm excited about. It's all kind of going crazy here. Queen of Swords. Sorry, I'm getting lost in her. Look at the light. It's like source light energy, right? On the top of that sword there. Like coming through. She's like really channeling her thoughts is what it feels like, right? Because the swords is all about thoughts. And it's like with that bright white on top, that bright light. Feels like she's channeling her thoughts. Like she's channeling her thoughts. Like she is the divine channeler. That's what it feels like. I am, oh, there's your affirmation of the day. I am the divine channeler. So like, is it this one or is it this one? There's like 2 here that I'm like, are we supposed to use these? Queen of Cups. I am in charge of my emotions. Nobody can make me mad. Nobody can make me cry. Nobody can make me do anything. I'm the queen of my emotions. Ooh, like that. Look at this. Queens, queens, queens. 10 of Swords. Look at that. It's like what knowledge is being gained from that. All right, I feel like we're supposed to keep going. 4 of Cups. Boy, there's like some mixed messages with these cards this morning. So what do you see? I would love to hear, like, I want your opinion. Like, what do you see whenever you look at this card? Whenever you see those roots wrapping around those cups down there. Whenever you see the cup at top, like, spilling over onto her. Whenever you just see her, like, resting back into the tree. Leaning back into the tree and allowing the tree to hold her. I feel like, okay, so they're like, again, they're having fun with these cards. These are just gorgeous. King of Wands. Yeah. Create something, bitch. Oh, did I just say that? That's like that's your insides going, like get on it. Ooh. I hope you didn't have any babies around. Sorry. No. That's what it feels like. It feels like that, like yearning is becoming like you can't hold it back anymore. Like you've got to create something. putting your like flame and your fire into like creation. Look at this. Another queen. Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Like I've got a handle on my this, you know, a lot of times Pentacles for me has always been like about our gifts and everything, but this feels actually like money for a change for me too. So this feels like I have control over my finances. I am, you know, I can control whether I'm going to like, it's like not overspending and stuff like that. These frivolous buys, and like whenever you get addicted to buying cards, I can control myself. I tell you what though, I've been on the hunt for that herbal astrology. Like I really want it, but I don't want to pay. Is it bad that I don't want to pay like, I want to pay under $20, like with shipping. That's what I have in my head. And I feel like I don't want to overpay that. I know that sounds weird, but that's it. So there's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like we're done with that. And then, but we still have to do our Mary Magdalene. I don't know if they're going to have us do the original Rider-Waite today or not. I feel like we're supposed to do one. Like maybe there's just like one in there we're supposed to have. But these, man, I'm just like, I just want to marinate these new cards. They're just so gorgeous. The third power, humility, is my greatest strength. We've had her before, right? I just love this card. Like, look at that power that's behind her. This quiet power, sitting in this quiet power. All this power of the Queen of Cups and Swords and Pentacles and King of Wands. All that power resonating from within, but like in this quiet, beautiful way. Okay. Okay, I feel like we're supposed to do another one of these too. We've got a deck full, like a deck full, a spread full, a table full for sure, a space full. True love, all exist through love. I'm trying to remember if we had this one before or not. But look at the same, like we have that theme going with the disc behind them and all that light radiating out. So we're going to put you there. If I could squeeze you in. I feel like I'm getting mixed messages on the whole. If I'm done with these. Am I done with these? Ooh, okay. I think the mixed message was, I felt like we were supposed to, but it felt like we should have been done though. So I was kind of having that inner, the cross. I am anchored in love. Faith, hope, and love endure. So this is the, see, this is the back of the card. So this is like talking about what that symbol means. And again, this is for those that are new here. This is the Mary Magdalene Oracle. We're using this all month long to connect with her. So we're done with this one now. I'm done with that. But we are supposed to do one. I can feel it down in my bones. I can feel it. To do one from here. This is my original Rider-Waite. Oyana, siano tuyano. I keep this card right here keeps looking at me, so I don't know if that's going to be coming out or not. I don't want no heartbreak. Stay away from heartbreak. No, but we do have a little bit of tension there. The Five of Swords, so oyana siano tuyana, anasiano tuyano oyana. So we have 3 swords, so lots of thought process stuff going on. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Trapped. I'm trapped. I feel like we're done. We're done. Okay. That's a big old spread. Trapped in my heart. I'm trapped in my emotions. I'm trapped in my thoughts. They're like, girl, settle down. You need to get to the message. All right. We can do this. We can focus. Just cleaning this up a little bit so that way we have space. We need some space to think. I'm loving all these queens. Oh, okay. I'm just going to focus on the queens instead. We don't have to look at those, the devil with all those other mischiefs over there. I'm just kidding. Let's just see where they go. Oyana siano tuyano kuyana siano tuyano oyana kana siano tuyano oyana iana siano tuyano oyana kiana siano tuyano oyana siano tuyano oyana iana siano tuyano oyana kiano soviano tuyano oyana. So interesting. I don't know where they're going with this, but they're talking about, so mischief, because you know how I use the word mischief. So now they're saying mischief can cause rifts. Yeah, it feels like there's a rift in a relationship that, like, pulling apart. It feels like it's just like this relationship is like pulling apart this relationship, just like thread by thread, just like it just feels, I don't know if it feels like taffy, if it feels you know how like the taffy, if you're trying to like pull it, separate it out into two, it's still like it's sticky and it still lingers on by the threads. Oyana kiana siana tiana oyana kiana siana tuyana oyana. Oyana siano tuyana oyana. I'm really trying to get them to help like clarify my thoughts here and everything, because it's just, it keep going back to mischief causing rifts, mischief. But I don't know. I just feel like there's some like, and they could be sometimes, and when this happens, sometimes they're like, they end up using it, but you know, I really feel like somebody's having relationship issues. And because they're talking about, they keep talking about relationship. And I hope that doesn't mean that's coming my way. but I hope, and I'm sorry that if you're having it, but they keep talking about coming back home to your heart space. When this happens, whenever there's a pulling apart of a relationship, it's like it's coming apart at the seams. That's what they were trying to show me. It's coming apart at the seams. It's coming apart at the seams. It's coming apart at the seams. It's like this relationship is coming apart at the seams. Where it was once bound together, it is threaded no more. It is coming apart at the seams. So whenever this happens, when you feel this pulling apart, separating out. So they're showing like these, like, it's like all of these are like all tied together. Because this is like coming back to your heart space, coming back to you in your heart space. Like, where do I exist in this relationship, in this okay, so it almost feels like, okay, so it feels like you were feeling like lost in who you were in the relationship. Like, it's almost like you were so kind of focused on them and their needs and everything that you kind of lost yourself. And that in that they're wanting you to come home to yourself. They're wanting you to really feel into who you are, what are your needs, like just really feel like like it's almost like you need to find yourself in your place in your own world again. Like you've been totally lost. Like you, it's almost like you don't know what to do or how to exist without them. And it's it's you just don't know what to do. And so they're wanting you to just really just get your that sounds awful. Like they're get your shit together is what they're saying. But in a loving way. They're saying that in a loving way, because they're saying that like you have been like so I kept feeling like I had to pull the Ten of Swords and the original Rider-Waite to show you the difference between that one and the Manu deck, the Terra of the Abyss, because of they're tying in together. So this is the original Rider-Waite one. This is the new one. So what they're wanting you to see is how this is like, this one is paralyzing. This is paralyzing. All those thoughts and everything is just like has you paralyzed, right? It's like, can't move. It's just like all this. And it could be depression. It could just be like confusion. It almost feels like lost, like that feeling of feeling lost. And they're saying that this is the reason why we pulled this card is to show you that this is all to gain wisdom. This is to gain wisdom. This whole experience is to gain wisdom. It wasn't to, so please try and they really want you to not go into they're trying to catch you. The reason why they're like, it feels like they're like, we are hijacking this program to give you specifically this message so you do not, and to catch you real quick while you're still in this lost mode, like deer in headlights kind of mode, before you have a chance to go into the woe is me mode and the poor me and why does this always happen to me and all that part. They're saying they wanted to catch you, snatch you up real quick, pull you into their bosom, and before you had a chance to go that far down deep into down that rabbit hole, they want you to come over to this rabbit hole of gain. Like, this is knowing that this whole thing is for knowledge. That is where we're going with it. They want you to come down the knowledge tube instead of the depression rabbit hole. Siano tuiano kuyana, siano tuiano oyana. There will be a time of grieving. There will be a time of this, like, coming to terms with the separation, and that it is like coming apart, like it is apart from the seams, like is threaded no more. Threaded no more. Iano suiano tuiano oyana. It feels like you need a cleansing. It feels like you need to cleanse your home, your body, your car, everything. Cleanse this person from your everywhere. Like, freshen everything up. Like, almost like cleanse out their energy so it's not like haunting. It feels haunting. And I'm really sorry, by the way. Like, this is hard. And we know that. This is hard. This is hang on. This is hard. You feel like you stand alone in this. You just feel alone. Like abandoned, like dropped off on the side of the road and like, I'm done. And it's hard. Iana siano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana. So take your time. So they're just saying, take your time to grieve. Take your time you can be sad. cry, just allow yourself to go through all the emotions. Honor every single phase, every single emotion through this. Be Cry, like allow the tears just to drown in tears. Get angry, scream it out. I saw this song on Facebook, was it yesterday? This the choir did. It was called Fire, I think it was. It's very cool, like it just screaming and just it reminded me of the Oya Naciano Tuyano Koya Naciano. There's like an Australian indigenous tribe, I think. People that do, I can't remember the name. Crap. That they have these. You've seen them where, and they've been in like the whatever, the courts and stuff. Like they've been doing that, and it sounds just amazing and beautiful and soul, like it shakes your soul awake. It like wakes you up. It and like wakes up this ancient wisdom inside of you. It feels like, obviously, apparently not my memory, but that's what this is. It's like they want you to feel like scream and cry and shout and do whatever you need to do. If you need to throw a couple of things, just don't make it messy. You have to clean up afterwards. If you need to go to those one of those axing things or places, or one of those places where you get to beat up old stuff. Do whatever you got to do. Go, like if you're a runner, they're like running will help you like get that out of you. I'm not a runner. So whatever it is for you that really helps you, like to, like, it's almost like they want you to bodily burn it out, like rage it out with your body, like with running or swimming or just something like where you really get up, build up a sweat and like endurance, like just really like going through all the things with all the different ways, allowing your emotions to flow, but also with your body, moving your body in a way that it releases something deep inside that you can't do with words or tears. They want you to like do that, whatever that is for you. They're like, just feel into that and being like, okay, what is that for me? I can do like the dance thing, the screaming thing, like all the whatever things. I can go sprint down the street. I can go hike in the woods, hike a mountain, whatever it is for you. Go do that to release. It's like there's like something that's stuck inside. It needs to be released. And so just allow yourself to go through all the phases, all of that, and then knowing that, and then what can I then like take the time then to, so you have lost yourself in that, relationship. And so now it's time to like flip this switch and all of that energy, all that time, all of that love, unconditional love that you put on this person, you need to flip it back to you and do the same with you. Like deep dive into you. They're like, honey, you deserve this. You need to just deep dive into you, relearn you, get to know you, reignite you, like study you. And this reminds me, I don't know if you, gosh, I wish I need to take notes or something, but I don't really want to. But there's a reading that we did earlier in the month that was all about the study of you and investigating you. And it kind of reminds me of that, where Mary Magdalene gave us that, she gave us that chore of doing that. I shouldn't say chore, that homework of doing that, where you investigate you like all, like everything that is about you, like favorite foods and drinks and flowers and places to go and things to do and all the things. Investigate you. Keep a journal, like write everything out and like keep going deeper with it all. Just keep going, keep learning everything there is about you. If there's something new that you wanted to do, like whenever you're learning about you and you're like, I always wanted to take a pottery class. They're like, then this is the time to do it. Do it. Start looking up. Where is there a pottery class where I can learn how to throw pottery? close to me? When does the next session start? They're like, this is the time to do that for you. This is time is for you. Knowledge of you, knowledge of like, and then also with the learning about you and gaining wisdom from this relationship that they're saying that it is about you figuring out like what was it in me that, and this is something that they talked about earlier in the month too, and that's coming back and circling back around, but what is it in me that attracts that, if this is a pattern, and what is it, what do I need to fulfill in myself, so that way I don't need to try and get it fulfilled with them, because obviously it's not working. And then how do I fulfill that within me? What am I seeking? And what are they seeking? What do they see in me that brings them to me? That kind of a thing. Just kind of keep, like, dissect everything, dissect it to learn from it so you don't repeat it. We're trying to not repeat patterns of old. We're learning so that way we don't keep repeating. You have to learn so you don't repeat. Don't ignore or you're going to repeat. Don't just go down, don't get stuck in victim mode. Don't just go and be like, well, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it. Don't get stuck there, or you're going to end up right back where you are now, just with a different person down the road. They're like, you have to get into the knowledge of it. You have to heal the patterns, because they're showing like these are the patterns, and you have to learn about see the pattern to heal the pattern. So we're asking, like, going into asking for guidance you can ask from Mary Magdalene, your angels and guides, from the goddesses in general, from whomever you connect with. Ask to show you the patterns that you have been repeating. Ask to show where they're coming from. Ask like for guidance and how to heal from them. You can go to therapy. You can do get help through meditation and journaling. You can ask for honest opinions from those that you trust. Don't ask the ones where you wouldn't trust their answers anyway, or that would be they wouldn't be nice to you or something. Ask trusted besties or family. Why do you think I attract these kinds of people? What do you think it is in me? What is it in them that I'm attracted to? Like, what is your thoughts on that? And just take what you can take, leave what you're like, that does not resonate whatsoever. But maybe even jot those down, because maybe they will later on. Maybe you'll go, you know what? She was totally right. But so just learning from our patterns, learning from these situations, these relationships that we have been in. What is it in me that draws them to me? What is it in them that draws me to them? What am I seeking? What am I trying to fulfill that I need to start figuring out how to do on my own? Or in different ways. So because because we have to go inward. We have to heal. We have to to be able to stop repeating the patterns. We have to take ownership of our part in things, because even if they were like the a-hole in the situation, they did the bad thing, all of that. But what was it that is it just was this a one-time thing where this has never happened before in our past? I've never been with anybody like that before. Then that may be different, but you still kind of need to look at things and be like, what was my part in all of this? And how can I heal from that? And how can I help that not to reoccur? But just taking ownership on both sides, and trying to figure out if there's a pattern or not, so that way And it feels like there is, and just healing that, like healing. I mean, if you keep getting pulled into like these relationships where people make you feel less than because that is how you were, that's the relationship that you identify with because that's what you grew up with, then that's not okay. We can't have you ending up in those relationships because they are a comfort zone. We need to heal that part of you that needs that, like, we need to heal that part of you. You do not deserve to live in this less than relationship for the rest of your life just because that is the relationship that you know and identify with. I had to go to therapy before getting married because I wasn't used to a normal relationship. It was freaking me out not having any kind of explosive reactive situations. It was like my nervous system was ready to rumble, and there was no rumble coming from my partner. So I'm like, it was freaking me out. It's like it didn't have all that was in me didn't have a place to like go back and forth with or something, or get it didn't have a reason to brace itself. My nervous system didn't have a reason to brace itself, and so it didn't know what to do with itself. I had to go to therapy to help, and I took him too for her to talk to him about like where my crazy brain was coming from, and so, but yeah, we ended up putting everything off for a year before getting married because I had to adjust to normal relationship. Like, what does a normal supported relationship look like where they don't like make you feel like shit at the end of the day, or you don't feel like you need to like have your claws ready, or you need to like brace yourself for them leaving, or for them cheating on you, or for them getting mad at you for something stupid, or just being ready for something to happen all the time. Ready for something to happen all the time. Sometimes we need help with that, and it's okay to talk to somebody about that. And if it's not like a therapist that you want or a counselor, then you can find a support group. You can like talk with like the ones that are closest to you. Whatever it is that you can find books, you can find courses, you can find all the different there's so many resources to help us heal. But we need to heal us to be able to have better relationships with others. And it's this whole healing process is very much of healing ourselves, and like not stop worrying about fixing everybody else, so that way we can have a better relationship with everybody else, because we know us better. You can't, it's kind of like whenever you have a relationship with like you meet, so boy meets girl, or boy meets boy, or girl meets girl. You meet them and you start a relationship. They don't tell you a damn thing about themselves. And you keep trying to get closer and know more about them and love them more. But they're just like, here's a little bit of taste and a little bit of taste of what I am, just to keep you around. But they don't allow you to deep dive into them. And so it's like you don't know how to have that. You don't know like where your boundaries are, or any of that. So that is like you and yourself as well, right? Because the more you know, like, and it sounds silly because you're a grown-ass woman, you should know who you are, right? No, it's, you could have spent your life worrying about other people. Maybe you raised kids, or maybe you had, needy parents or needy partner, or whatever it is, or you just like poured yourself into your career or whatever it was. But now it's time to figure out who we are. What do we like? Who are we, and what does that mean and look like, and all of that, and what do I want? and what makes me feel good in a relationship, what makes me feel good in the day to day, what is it that makes me feel good? How am I? What makes me happy? What brings me joy? What do I need to feel balanced and safe? What do I need to feel safe? What do I need to feel safe? What do I need to do to bring balance into my life? All the things. We're deep diving into all of these things. And then by going deep diving into ourselves, and it brings us into this balanced place, then we can have a better relationship with others. Then we know like how to like not give ourselves away again, not to like throw every bone and body, every like vessel into them. Like it's too much for them. It's not fair to them because it's overload. They shouldn't be in charge of your happiness. And then also too, it's not fair for you because you deserve you like as a whole. You deserve to contain you as a whole person still, and not like be half a person when you're around this other person. So we're just learning. So you have to come into your wholeness, come home to you before you can provide a good that, or even while you're learning. I mean, because again, I've been together with my husband for a million years now, and I'm still learning. So it's never too late to learn those patterns, and what is it that's causing you to be in this stuck in a pattern, no matter what kind of pattern it is. If it's with a relationship with a person, if it's a relationship with food, if it's in relationship with purchasing, whatever it is identifying the patterns and helping to heal whatever it is that's missing inside or missing in general, or whatever it is that's causing you to repeat the patterns. And loving on that part, and forgiving that part, forgiving that is stuck in the patterns and that has done these things. So love and heal and forgive all of you. Don't like hold grudges against you. Don't go into the pattern of, don't create this new pattern of, why were you so stupid? Why do you keep doing these things? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? You're such a whatever. Don't break that language too. You can't carry that either. It's like you're never gonna. That's not gonna help you get to the root of everything. That's gonna just cause blockages and keep you stuck in the pattern. So we need to toss those swords to the side too. The negative self-talk and being so hard on ourselves. We've got to throw all of that out because that keeps us stuck too. It doesn't help us to grow. We have to feel all the feelings, and we have to grow from like these. We have to find growth in the things that we've gone through, so we don't stay stuck in them. Finding the knowledge and wisdom out of all of it. Okay. So that was a lot already, and it's been 50 minutes, but I feel like there's something else. They're like going to that. That being said, oyana siano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iano suiano tuiano oyana. Okay, so I feel like we're going to now. So we kind of covered up all the cards except for these. I feel like we're going to the Queens and this King. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana kiana siano tuiano oyana. I feel like this is separate from, and then yet still kind of a little bit tied to what we just talked about. Iano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. It's about the give and take, the give and take, the give and take, the give and take. Iana siano tuiano oiana kana siano tuiano oiana kiono oiana. Iano koiano oiana. It's about learning. We are learning to take ownership of our actions. We are learning to take ownership of our actions. No, we're not. We're learning not to do live in a blame game. Iana siano tuiano oiana kiono suiano oiana. Always blaming something else or someone else for things that we do, that we're part of, that are part of our lives, our daily lives, or these these repeating patterns, that taking ownership in our thoughts, our emotions, are part of the patterns. Iano soiano tuiano oiana kiano oyana. Iana kiano oyana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. They're saying that love is not something that we can just iana kiano soiano tuiano oyana conjure up. That we can't just wave a magic wand and love appears. Iano soiano tuiano oyana kiono oyana. That is something that comes from deep within inside of our well. Iana kiono soiano tuiano oyana. That is built upon wisdom. Oyana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiono oyana. Iano tuiano oyana. It is like this ancient flame. Iano tuiano oyana that lives within. Iano soiano tuiano kuiano soiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. It is something that must be lit time and time again. It feels like Iana siano tuiano oyana kiano soiano tuiano oyana. It has that feeling of like the internal, like the eternal flame, but that like how like it feels like what you would picture like inside of this old church. Like there's this candle that represents that. If I don't know if you have any Catholic ties, but if the Eucharist, if there's a Eucharist out that has like that is consecrated Eucharist, where it is then believed then to have been through the Holy Spirit, and the priest, like it goes through the priest blessing it and everything, and through the Holy Spirit, it's called transfiguration. It turns the little host into the body and blood, the body of Jesus Christ. So whenever that happens, then they have either they're doing like a where they're venerating, they are like honoring their like praying in front of the big giant host sometimes, but then also sometimes they just will have some leftovers from communion, and they put it in the little box. And then if there's some that are consecrated, they have a candle lit, saying like there's consecrated host within. And so they're saying that it feels like that, like there's like love is like this flame that, but it feels like so in the church, somebody would have to then keep that flame lit. If it goes out, they have to come and relight it, right? So they have to keep coming and relighting it. It's not going to like stay lit by itself all the time. It takes work to keep lighting it, keep lighting it, keep lighting it. It is still sacred, it is still holy, it is still like iana kiono oyana siano tuiano oyana. But it needs to be attended to. The flame, it is still ancient. It still comes from an ancient wisdom, an ancient well of like knowledge of past experiences of lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of all of these things. But it still needs to be attended to keep that spark alive, to keep that flame going. It needs to be attended to help it keep going. We need to keep paying attention. Just keep paying attention to our needs, to how we're feeling. Pay attention to your whole, and it's like there's this universe inside of you, this whole like system inside of the thoughts and feelings and everything. Is this whole universe inside of you, and you are the Lord of Lords of your universe. So they're saying we just need to pay attention to all of the things, our thoughts and our feeling. What are the thoughts that have been playing through our head lately? How are we feeling? All of these things, to keep that eternal spark and love for self alive. Like if I'm like neglecting myself in certain ways, I need to pay attention to that. How do I need to re-spark that? I haven't been doing good with exercise. Need to pay attention to that. I haven't been moving my body in a way that I desire. I know my body desires. And so I need to pay attention to that, to re-spark that flame, this eternal internal flame of love. And because it's that flame, and if that flame is not lit, then we can't light anybody else. It's like we can't like come, like if we come across another candle that we're like, hey little buddy, I want to light your fire. You don't have, but your candle's not lit. And we can't light their candle because our candle's not lit. And if we're just hanging out with this dude that's their candle's not lit and your candle's not lit, it's just like it's never going to work. It's just not going to work because nobody can light each other's candles. And there are times where if you are in a relationship, so you have your candle lit, and you guys come together, and his candle's lit, and you guys come together and you make a big flame. And then there are times where one candle will start to go out, and then maybe you can like help build up theirs, they could help you build up yours, that kind of thing. But this person should not be in charge of keeping that candle lit all the time, and this person should not be in charge of keeping that candle lit all the time. It's not balanced. And then if both of your candles are just never lit because nobody's taking care to keep them lit, then it's just going to be butting heads. It's going to be like, it's toxic, and that's a repeating pattern that we need to pay attention to. Oyana siano tuyano kuyano oyana kiana ana. So becoming the queen of our thoughts, becoming the queen of our emotions, becoming the king of our actions, like taking charge of all of this, like the universe that lives within. It feels like they're also showing like how like they talk about the forest and how above there's all these trees and plants and flowers and ferns and everything above, and you see like the little mushrooms and everything growing down below, and it's just all this life above. But then it's like if you look under the soil, that it's like a whole nother universe down there. It's like all of this just growth, and just it's like a whole nother world down there. They're saying this is the same thing in here. We have to take care of all of this stuff outside. We got to take care of it all inside. And it does feel like a lot at times. And there are times that we can just like crash and just be like, I just don't want to do a thing about a thing. I just don't even want to think. And they're like, you can do that. You can do that. But don't make that a pattern to where it makes you stuck. You can do your little rest thing, but keep to where we are like one with who we are. We have to take ownership and control of our thoughts, our habits, our feelings, whether it's spending habits, all of it. We have to take control. We have to take control of who we are as a person. We have to take control and ownership of who we are, like how and why we're thinking all the thoughts and emotions and everything. Getting to know ourselves, figuring it all out, and then that way too we can start seeing more clearly when thought patterns and when other patterns start showing up, or like when we start falling into old thought patterns in different ways, we can like catch it. We could be like, oh, I'm starting to go back. I'm starting to go backwards. I'm starting to get back into the negative self-talk, because and so where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? Oh, it's because I've been totally ignoring all the screaming and shouting my body's been doing, saying I need to step away from that bad habit of like nighttime munchies or whatever it is for you that I got back into that is causing my body inflammation or whatever it is. It could be anything. It could be like maybe you are a runner. I'm not a runner, but maybe you are a runner, but you haven't run in forever because you've been, sad, mad, you've just been busy, you've been just blah. And we all go through these patterns, but eventually our body's going to start telling us, and our emotions and everything, because as I understand it, the running can be very like meditative and healing, like releasing for all of this stuff in your body. It could be very somatic. It's like a somatic thing too. It's like, so it's very good all around. So, and I could see that being for like rowing too. I wish I could do the rowing machine, because that would be like rowing machine is supposed to be one of the best things for your whole body. But I could see that being the same thing. But anyway, something like that where it just like engages your mind and your body, and allows then your emotions just to kind of flow. When your body is telling you you need that, then we need to start listening to that. And we need to then pull in our like King of Wands or King energy of like, let's do this. We've got to do this. We've got to get out of the thought thinking of doing it, and actually into the action of doing it. So it's almost like we are really tapping into a lot of the different readings we've had over the month of, it's kind of like a reflection of a lot of getting to know who we are, the taking action. Stop just thinking about it, do it. But then also just this is very much the all these queens is like taking control and accountability for who you are, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're eating, all of it. And they're not saying that like, they're not being, whenever we bring up eating or anything like that, they're not trying to be like, like these, like a strict parent on that. It's they want you to go inside and what you have been telling, because there's something is different for each and every one of us whenever it comes to the diet part of this whole journey. And only you can know what it is that you've been feeling or hearing or feeling in your bones, or whatever it is for you that's been saying, we can do better than this, or we need to let this go, or we need to add this in. It doesn't necessarily have to be with not eating something. It could be, my body's been telling me I need to start trying to eat this, and I've been resistant to it all these years, but I need to start eating whatever it is, spinach or something. They're like, the point is to take control and be a grown up and start doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. What is it that you've been being pulled to do or not do? Taking ownership of that and taking care of business, and being like, we can do this, because you have the power within you to do all of this. You have the power within you to do all of this, to take ownership on all of this. If you, whatever it is that you've been needing to do all across the board, physically, mentally, emotionally, whether it's food or exercise or journaling or meditating or just praying or resting, alone time, community time, whatever it is for you that's been calling to your heart that you need to do, just taking ownership in that and trying these different ways of setting ourselves free from just being stuck. This is it's taking ownership in who we are. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. And anchoring it all in love. Anchoring it all in love, because it all comes back to love of self, spirit, those around you that you love, all of it anchoring in all in love, doing it all out of love. So again, we're going back to the running. I don't know who it is here that runs, because again, I don't, but don't do it like, oh, I guess I better run for my whatever and for this and for that reason, Do it out of love. Do it out of love for self. Do it because you love you, and your body or whatever it is, part of you that is screaming for that because it desires it and misses it, because it feels like it's like a lover that you've been neglecting. So do it for love, not because, do it for love. If it's the food related, do it for love, not, I guess I better do this for my bones. You're doing it for your bones because you love you, dumbass. They're cussing today. I'm so sorry. But they're just like saying like, come on, let's it's time to take ownership in this and not be like the toddler you're having to sit down in front of the bowl of spinach and say, eat your spinach. No, this is the time to say, I love me and this body that I'm in. I love this life that I've been given. My body's been screaming for spinach. I don't know if it has been or not. And then, but I'm just I don't know. And then, but so you have to say, instead of being like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to eat spinach. No. Oh, I really want to, I should eat some spinach because my body has been telling me that. And I need to listen to my body because I love my body. I love this life that I've been given. I have been given this life to live fully and wholly in this fully human and fully divine, and I need it, and I need to, but I want to take care of both parts of me because I love this life. And so I want to take care of it, and I want to take care of me because I love me. It all comes back to love. Anchor it all in love. Anchor all of these actions in love. I want to break these patterns because I love me, and I don't want to put me through those things again and again and again. I don't want to put myself in situations where I feel guilty afterwards. If if your pattern that you're trying to break is like middle of the night Cheetos, or maybe your pattern you're trying to break is overspending, impulsive spending. Maybe your pattern you're trying to build upon is yoga. Whatever it is, if it could be something you're trying to take away, something you're trying to do. It's whatever it is that's inside of you, not outside of you, saying you should do this, you should eat this way, you should exercise this way. I'm not here to tell you that. You are telling you that. You already know, because you're already telling you what you need to do or what you don't need to do. So we're just here to say, do that shit out of love, not out of obligation. Out of love. Do it out of love and not obligation. Anasiano tuyano kuyano suyano tuyano oyana. Coming back home to you is the true, and coming to the truest you that you can be. This is tying in from yesterday. Coming back home to the truest you can be is the truest, and then is the truest form of love that can be. And then you are then able to offer up and out the truest form of you, and to attract the truest form of love from somebody else that is also in their truest form of them. So it's this give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. We can't just keep giving and not and expecting to take, just being like giving all of ourselves without getting. We can't keep taking without giving. It's a give and take from ourselves to ourselves, from others to others, vice versa, all the things. It's this cycle that we need to figure out, like how to make it, turn it into. This reminds me of the Two of Pentacles, where it has, that little, and he's juggling the two pentacles, and it has the line, the infinity line. So it's trying to find that balance where it's not nobody, you. This is all could be internal, or this could be with two different people, or more than two different people, where it's like we're trying to find that perfect balance where it's in flow. We're trying to get our bodies in flow, our emotions in flow, to where they're, and our thoughts in flow, everything in flow, to where it doesn't have to, nothing is like feeling pushed, nothing is feeling blocked, nothing is feeling forced, nothing is like, because when it gets to that, we can begin to malfunction, and or the relationship can be malfunction, all the different things, like, so we got to find our flow, gotta find the flow, gotta find the flow, gotta find the flow, and within and without, as above so below. Taking ownership. I do not need each and every one of the oracle and tarot decks. I don't need every single one of them. I still want the herbal astrology one, but I don't need every single one of them. I can control myself. I can control myself. I don't need every single tarot book that there is known to mankind to learn tarot. I don't need all the books about crystals and about runes and about magic and about all the things. I don't have to have every single book that I don't read. I can control myself. I can control myself. I can take ownership of my purchases and stopping purchasing all the things. I can do this. I do buy used, by the way. Not every time, but, or a deal. But I do need to like slow my roll on the like feeling like I need to have like all the tarot books to kind of like, here's like confession time, I guess. It's like over, like sharing, since we're already way over, if you're still hanging out. It's not that, so buying all the different books to try and learn. I don't know. It's almost like I feel like it's tied to imposter syndrome a bit. Part of it is just because my personality is I want to learn all the things, but some of it's almost like I have to like with degrees or certificates or something. It's kind of like you have to like, here's my certificate of the reason why, like I'm. It's almost like you're trying to prove that you're worthy of being in this space, and because you see others that have maybe it's like you're comparing yourself to somebody who's been in this space for years. So, but you're new in the space, and you know a fraction of what they know because they've been here for this much longer than you. So you're here. You're comparing yourselves to here to somebody that's up here because they've been here for that long. But so you're trying to prove yourself that you belong here with your like learning and stuff. Like here's my stack of books, here's my certificate, here's my whatever. Like, do I get the card to belong? Do I get my ticket to ride? I think it goes back to imposter syndrome. Like I'm going to, if I learn enough, then I will feel like I belong here. And here, where is here anyway? I don't know. In my room, like in my little Reiki tarot room, I'm gonna finally belong in this space with you if I read another book. Or like have that like as my, if I read one more book and gain one more piece of knowledge, does that mean then I'm worthy of sharing with you? Who knows? Maybe I should get another book and see. Just kidding. I've gotta get smart and break the pattern of having to have every book, but I do love to learn. So we'll see how that goes. I love this so much, and thank you so much for joining me in this, and thank you for going deep with me, because they do, like, these goddesses, bless their hearts. Yes, thank you so much. These archangels holding court for us, and the goddesses and Mary Magdalene especially, for being here and pushing us to do all this growth. I mean, she don't mess around. She's having us grow and learn on all the levels, right? Through all the layers. I'm here for it. Because what else are we gonna do? Just sit in our little dungeon of sad sack of self, and keep being stuck because we're stuck in our mind game loops or just lack of self-worth thoughts and all the things? Or are we gonna like take ownership? Where's my queens? Are we gonna take ownership and we're gonna like queen up and just find the strength inside, and with the help of these goddesses of help? And we can ask, like, hand on heart, put your hand on your heart space. Help me to have the strength to do this in this new way. Help me to live this life in this way that I know I'm meant to. Help me to have the strength to step out of these repetitive patterns. Help me to have the strength to step into my higher self. Help me to break free from whatever it is that's keeping me stuck. Don't know what it is that's keeping you stuck. Show me what's keeping me stuck in place, and then help me to get through that. Help me to heal from that, figure out where it's coming from so I can face it and heal it. Show me what needs to be healed. Help me heal it. Help me walk through that. Help me walk through that. And help me to have the strength and the bravery to step through to the other side, to step fully into my role of where I want to be and who I want to be. Because we have to be brave enough to step into that role. You want to be a medium, you want to be an astrologer, you want to be a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer. You have to be brave enough to step into the role. We can't just keep saying, I wanna. We have to actually be brave enough to actually do the action part of it. We have to keep our internal eternal flame lit of self-love. That's like, it's this ancient flame though. Boy, it feels ancient. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of learning how to it's some it almost feels like more like partly like an oil lamp, and having like there's the tricks to keeping it lit just at the right thing where you don't burn it out or you don't let it go out. It's like lifetime after lifetime after lifetime we're learning to keep it just right. And that's what we're doing this lifetime too, is we're learning, we're just tweaking things. We're learning how to keep that flame just right. So today, homework assignment is ask the goddesses for strength and guidance. What is it that I need to do today to learn how to keep that internal, eternal flame just right? Amen. And so it is. Much love.